We're going to move on to Qrious. We'll hopscotch between the health and the digital presentations.
And I will be just 1 second.
And I think we have,
What's my primary?
I think we're ready to roll.
There we go. We are.
Okay, so Qrious it is.
Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm John Federico. I'm co-founder of Qrious. A little bit about us. I've been working in digital interactive media what seems like forever. Back in 1993, started the first online community for the college audience, sold that to Alloy Media and Marketing. More recently, I started the podcasting business unit at audible.com, based right here in Newark, before the company was sold to Amazon. My co-founder, Clement, who's wearing a t-shirt like mine, has been a software engineer for 13 years. Most recently, he was an engineer at a speech analytics company. And our advisory board consists of some very high-profile folks in the event space. Peter Shankman, who you may know from Harrow, had a successful exit last year. And Ramon Ray, who runs a number of professional events nationwide. So, a bit about Qrious, but before I do that, a story. This is Sarah. Sarah's the top salesperson at her company, and she's very happy. She just closed a big deal. She met that person with whom she closed the deal at a professional event. The problem is, Sarah doesn't always look that way. This is usually how Sarah looks, the day after an event. Typically because she spent her time and effort trying to meet the right people, new prospects, people to add to her network to find new prospects to close business. She's not happy, her CFO isn't happy. Here's the flip side to her problem. This is Rick. Rick produced that event, and so the next time Sarah asks for budget allocation to attend or exhibit at that event, Rick, her CFO might think twice. So Rick's problem is attendee churn. He's constantly worried that people are not going to have a good experience when they attend his events. So how do we solve Sarah and Rick's problem? Well, we could just give Sarah the attendee list. She doesn't like that. It's time and effort. Rick doesn't like that because that list is proprietary. So how do we fix it? Well, we're Qrious and we're here to help. We have a smartphone application that we like to call Foursquare meets LinkedIn and eHarmony. You arrive at your professional event, you check in, and we immediately tell you who to meet and why. Here's how it works. We launched our minimum viable product last month as a smartphone web app. It allows us to iterate quickly and allows you right now to use it. Visit this URL, connect your social networks, check into your event, and you immediately start meeting people. You can check into your events because just about any professional event, we integrate with the world's most popular event registration systems. Right now, Meetup and Eventbrite. We'll be adding more as we go forward. But even though anyone can check into any publicly available professional event, we like to work with organizers, and we do that for 3 reasons. The first reason is that it demonstrates to attendees that the organizer is invested in their success. That's a big deal when someone's considering event attendance. The second is that it helps us onboard new users. So rather than go through the whole App Store churn trying to get users to download our app, we deliver it on-site, on demand, based by a promotion with the organizer. And the third reason I'll tell you about in just a moment. After you've checked in, you see your matches, ranked by what we call the Qrious score. It's a 100-point professional compatibility index. That's where the harmony part comes in. And we basically use your role, your goals for the event, your existing social networks, your interests, and some other signals that we track to provide you with this list. You can then go about your day or your evening or whatever it is and find these people. We'll evolve that over time so that it's more and more accurate. We also connect you with the people in the room who are already in your social networks so that you can leverage those existing relationships to create new ones. Now, more importantly, though, as I said, we like to work with the organizers because when we do that, we can create matches ahead of time, and we can inform you who's going to be there and who you should meet before you arrive. And you can add those people to your Qrious radar. When you add them to your radar, anytime that person checks into your event or any other professional event, you're informed of that, and it gives you opportunities to meet people. As I said, our MVP has been in market since January as a mobile web app. We have a number of events lined up. We've worked with a few here in the New York metro area, but some larger events coming up in the 500 to 1,000 attendee range will really help us grow our user base and test a lot of our business model assumptions. And in terms of marketing to attendees, we will just continue to provide them a valuable experience and help them connect with their friends. We have a multi-sided business model. So for organizers, we provide them some premium tools. I'm sorry, it's a freemium model. The service is provided for free, the base service. Organizers can integrate their sponsors for a fee. We also have a unique lead generation tool that their event sponsors can use. So it's an opportunity for them to make money and for us. For networkers, the people in attendance, we have something we call featured matches. For a few dollars, we can ensure that you absolutely appear at the top of the list of everyone with whom you want to meet. And I can explain that more in detail if you like. Currently raising $200,000 to refine our product development and accelerate sales and marketing. If you'd like to give Qrious a try, you can right now go to this URL on your smartphone web browser, check in, and see who in this room that you should be meeting that you haven't yet. Thank you.
The matching
What's the
criteria?
matching criteria? Good question. At a high level, we use your role. So that could be the company you work for, your title, your past experience, as we found on LinkedIn. It would be the people in your existing social networks. So overlap between yourself and other people in the room, and you can leverage those common connections. We also use things like your interests. So we try and parse, as I said, your Twitter and LinkedIn feeds, but really when you create your Qrious profile, you add in some keywords. And so one of your keywords might be angel investor. It also might be technology and et cetera, things that you're interested in, and we'll match you up with the people in the room who have similar interests and criteria. The only thing we need right now from the browser is location. Therefore, it's perfect. Going forward, we envision moving to a native app model. However, even then, we're going to emulate Facebook. We're going to basically have a web app in a container that gets downloaded to the browser. So it's a native app, but we use HTML and CSS in order to power it, rather than have to develop native applications for each platform.
Okay. All right. Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.